Before watching this video, please subscribe this channel and click on bell icon to get the notifications for the upcoming classes.
In this session, I want to solve some simple problems related to the vapor compression refrigeration system. Here, one example is a refrigeration plant operates on QC vapor refrigeration cycle. The refrigerant is ammonia and saturation temperature in condenser and evaporators are 35 degrees and minus 10 degrees respectively. The vapor enters the condenser as a saturated vapor. So here very important point, the vapor enters the condenser as a saturated vapor and there is no undercooling in the condenser. Calculate the coefficient of performance. And second one, mass flow rate required to produce 10 kilowatts of refrigeration. Assume at 35 degrees HF3 216.7 kilojoules per kg, H2 is equal to 1339. Here enthalpies are given. Now, so in the problem, it is clearly given that the condenser and evaporator temperatures. So here the diagram, which is already I drawn this. This is the 1 to 2 is the compression process, 2 to 3 is the condensation process, 3 to 4 is the throttle expansion, 4 to 1 is the evaporation. So here it is clearly given the condenser and evaporator. This is the condenser and this is the evaporator. So condenser temperature is 35 degrees plus 273. Evaporator temperature is equal to 10 degrees minus 10 degrees plus 273. So and here another important observation is vapor enters the condenser as saturated. So here, this is the condenser. Vapor enters the condenser as a saturated vapor. Here the point should be like this. So vapor from the compressor entered into the condenser as a saturated condition. So this is the condition of the vapor, condition of the high pressure vapor at the entrance of the condenser. So now it is asked to calculate the no subcooling and calculate the coefficient of performance. So as the coefficient of performance as I already explained that, so coefficient of performance is equal to refrigeration effect by work done. Refrigeration effect by work done. So here refrigeration effect is is it 4 to 1 process, that is H1 minus enthalpies differences, that is the H1 minus H4. So work done, that is the 1 to 2 process, work done on the during the compression. So work done for the compression is H2 minus H1. So here H4 can be treated as a H3 as this process is constant enthalpy process, that is throttling process. So that's why H4 can be renamed as a HF3. Then H1 minus HF3 and H2 minus H1, that is the refrigerating effect. The refrigerating effect is equal to H1 minus HF3. So work done is equal to H2 minus H1. So here it is asked that is enthalpy should be known before for the calculation of COP. Here it is clearly given that in the problem. So assume at 35 degrees HF3. So HF3 is directly given and H2 is already directly given, and H1 at 10 degrees, that is both H1, H2, HF3. So all the values are given in this problem. That's why there is no need to calculate the enthalpy separately. But simply submitting the H1 is equal to here H1 is equal to, so H1 is equal to 1158.5, H2 is equal to 1339. So HF3 is equal to 214. Here HF3 should be noted. H4 is retermed as a HF3 as the enthalpies at 3 and 4 are same, because this is the 433 is the throttling process. Here there are constant enthalpy process. So by simply submitting these values, you can get the COP of the refrigerator is 5.212. So second bit is calculate the mass flow rate required to produce 10 kilowatt of refrigeration. So here I want to explain you, this is the mass of the refrigerant. This is the formula you can use. The mass of the refrigerant is equal to refrigeration required or capacity of the plant. You can. So here mass of flow required is to produce 10. That is the refrigerant required, refrigeration effect required to produce. To produce means refrigeration effect required or capacity of the plant by refrigeration effect produced per kg. As we already calculated here is that is the H1 minus H2 as the values are given in kilojoules per kg. That is the refrigeration effect produced here calculated as H1 minus H2. That is, so refrigeration effect, that is refrigeration effect is N is equal to H1 minus HF3 as this is the H1 minus HF3. So HF1 is equal to 1158.5 minus HF3 216.7 is equal to, so that is 941.8. So here refrigerating effect is calculated, that is H1 minus HF3 as it is given that in the problem mass flow rate required to produce 10 kilowatt of refrigeration. So refrigeration required, that is 10 kilowatt of, that is 10 kilojoules per second. So as it is the capacity, refrigeration required is equal to 10 kilojoules per second. So refrigerating effect produced can kilojoules per kg. So for for refrigerating effect, this is kilojoules. So 1 kg of refrigerant produce 941 kilojoules of produce refrigerating effect 941.8 kilojoules. So here by capacity of the plant, that is the refrigeration required by, that is 10 kilojoules per second by, so refrigeration effect produced, that is 941. Here the amount of mass mass flow of the refrigerant can be calculated as 10 by 941.8, that is 0.001062 kg per second. This much of refrigerant is required to produce 10 kilowatts of refrigeration for the plant. So another example, a simple vapor compression plant produces 5 tons of refrigeration. The enthalpy values at inlet to the compressor and exit from the compressor and the exit from the condenser are 181.9 to, here the enthalpies are given. Estimate the refrigerant flow rate. That is the mass. The COP, N by W. The power required to drive the compressor, that is work done per second. The rate of heat rejection in the condenser. So here it is given that enthalpies are given. So enthalpy values are given, that is enthalpy values at inlet of the compressor, that is the at the inlet of the compressor here. So this is 1 2 3 4 inlet. This is the 1 to 2 process is the compressor. So enthalpy is at inlet of the compressor, that is H1 is equal to 183.19. So inlet of the exit of the compressor. So exit of the compressor H2. This is the inlet of the compressor. This is the exit of the compressor. H2 is equal to 209.41. And at the exit from the condenser, this is the condensation. Exit from the condensation H3, H4 or HF3 is equal to, so 74.59. So all the values H1, H2, H3 or HF3 is given. So all are kilojoules per kg. Here all are given. So it is required to the refrigerant flow rate. Here the refrigerant flow rate is already the formula, the refrigerant required per the refrigerant effect produced. So here the refrigerating effect is equal to, so H1 minus HF3. So H1 is given, HF3 is given, just 183.19 minus 74. It is refrigerating effect produced 108.6 kilojoules per kg. So work done per kg, work done W, that is H2 minus H1. So H2 minus H1. So here that is H2 is given, H1 is given. So you can calculate 26 point. Then the mass of the refrigerant flow, that is mass is equal to, so mass is equal to capacity of the plant by refrigeration effect produced. The capacity of the plant is 5 ton. So here I clear refrigeration effect required, that is the total refrigeration effect required, or capacity of the plant by refrigeration effect produced per kg is equal to mass of the refrigerant. Here, so refrigeration capacity in the problem, it is the simple vapor compression plant produces 5 ton. This is the capacity of the refrigeration plant, that is 5 ton, 5 into 3.5 kilojoules per second, as the tons are converted into, so in kilojoules per second. So the capacity of the plant is 5 into 3.5 kilojoules, and refrigeration effect produced by the plant for kg of refrigerant is equal to, that is N is equal to, it is calculated at 108. So mass of the refrigerant is equal capacity by capacity of the total capacity by refrigeration effect required per kg is equal to 1. It is 0.161 kgs per second, per kg per second. So the mass of the refrigerant to be flown inside the refrigeration plant is 0.161 kg per second. The COP, so you can directly calculate as N and W already calculated here. That is COP of the refrigeration plant is N by W, that is 108.6 by 26.22 is equal to 4.142. So next one is the power required to drive the compressor. So what is the power required for the compression process? That is the, here this is the compression process, that is H2 minus H1. So H2 minus H1, this is in kilojoules per kg. So mass of the refrigerant flown during this, that is mass of the refrigerant into H2 minus H1, mass of kilojoule kg per second. Here kg per second, here kilojoules per kg. Kg per kg is, then it is gone. Then kg per second, that is the power in kilowatt. Kilojoules per second, that is kilowatt. That is mass of the refrigerant flow, that is 0.161 H2 minus H1, as H2 minus work done, that is 209.141 minus 183.19 is equal to 4.2 kilowatts. This is the power required to drive the compressor. Next one, heat rejected. Heat rejected is equal to, heat is rejected during the process of, heat is rejected 2-3 process, that is in condenser, heat is absorbed in evaporator. So heat here, it is at the rate of heat rejection in to the condenser, that is H2 minus H3. This is the higher H, this is the lower enthalpy, that is H2 minus H3. So mass of refrigerant into H2 minus H3, that is mass is equal to 0.161 into 209.41 minus 1. This is H2 is 209. So H3 is equal to H1 is equal to 183. Then this is the heat rejected in the condenser is equal to 21.71 kilojoules.
Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe this channel and click on bell icon to get the notifications for the upcoming classes. And share this